Hello and welcome to Potg the Geeks. You join us for an unboxing video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Something we've both just started doing. As you can see, we've got some Warlord miniatures. The only Warlord miniatures we've done so far were Project Z. But we quite like those miniatures.
They were really good actually.
Especially for the cost. And we've been back to War Games in Southport, as you can see from the price tags. And we bought some of the World War II, because we've been watching a lot of documentaries.
Yeah.
And I went and I bought myself a Panzer tank, which, well, German for tank, Panzer Mark IV, another paint of it, and that's the result. Nope, yeah, I left it, tore it off so it would turn. There we go. This is the result. It's looking quite good. I think it needs to be a bit more yellow, the background, to be traditional. It's a very, I think he used two types of green, but I used all Games Workshop paints to do that one because I was just testing it whether I'd like it or not. And I've used the division mark for the 21st Panzer Division on there, at least according to Wikipedia anyway. And then we've got the German symbol on there, and then the tank number on that side, which is no specific tank, but I just picked 3 letters and went for it. So that is my first attempt to paint some of that stuff. I'm quite impressed by the finish on it. I think it looks good, slightly weathered in places. Looks like a tank which isn't just brand new but hasn't seen tons and tons of combat yet. So once I did that, I decided I would make a small 500 point force, and I decided I'd get some of the German engineers and an officer. So we went back to
War Games.
And Claire's got herself some Soviet models, which we'll do in another video. So for this video we're going to do unbox. I also got some dice. So I haven't bought one of the starter sets. I've actually downloaded the PDFs for the rulebooks. Not because the starter sets aren't good, they're both very good value, but just because I wanted German and Claire wanted Soviet, and it's American and German troops. Plus I quite like the sound of the engineers, and it's grenadiers that are in there as well. They're a very good set for starting off, but we decided to just buy some models and just get the rules separate, get it all separate for a change. Might not be the most cost effective way, but it just gets the models we want rather than having models that we're not too fussed about. Yeah. So we got some dice. We did actually have some black dice in, so the black dice will represent the Germans. Because obviously
I've got some green dice.
And we've got some green dice for the Soviets for now. Those are the green ones.
Just because I like green.
I like green, yep. But these are the German officers in here, and then these are the engineers there. So we're going to unbox these two. I think I'll actually start with the engineers, and then we'll do those bits later. So there's metal and hard plastic components in this. The tank itself you saw before, I didn't unbox, I didn't know whether I was going to get into this or not, but after I put it together I was like, yeah, I'm going to get some more. There we go. So we have, in here we have some metal heads, some metal weapons and stuff. We have a Goliath, they're cool. It's basically a mini bomb.
Oh right, okay.
And cracks. I don't think in the actual war they did very well, but there's real some in this, and obviously that's cool. Then we've got some backpacks. I think they're like engineers' backpacks and stuff. And then we have the plastic models. And there are the sprues. So we've got 6 guys on there by the looks of it, and a whole bunch of stuff. So I said we're going to start with 500 point armies, and then we're going to go up to 1,000 points. But there's enough engineers in here with the tank I've got to like 800 point army. So when I put them together, I'm just going to put them together for a slightly larger army than I'm using in the first place, because I've already planned out the next one. Yeah.
You can tell he's been thinking a lot about this one.
So there we go.
They've been pretty much all the same sprue.
Yeah, I think they are all the same sprue. And then we have the little, those are the little bases. So they've got like a little ridge on. You can also put in like when you put in your filler and stuff like that for your scenic bases and stuff. Plus the I did notice the officers are on metal bases, so it sinks them in a little bit better.
Yeah.
There we go. So we have here a little chart on the weapons and stuff. So there's the Goliath, as I was saying. We've got, in addition to some variety of specialist weapons, we've got a guy with a pair of shears. That's the Strum pistol? Strum pistol. It's like a pistol that fires grenades.
Oh, cool.
And then we have the anti-tank rifle there. And we have a flamethrower, and we have a dude with a, I think that's a mine detector. On the other side it tells you what everything is on the sprue. So brilliant. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go off camera, we're going to have a look at this, and then we'll be back to put them together. Okay, so before we start, let's show you some of the metal components. This is the guy lying on his back, which is there. Then we have, that's control for the Goliath. That's another backpack, that's a machine gun. And we have these guys here with the Sturm pistol, I don't know how you say it. Guy with wire cutters, machine gun. We've got that one there. We've got a rifle, a machine gun, and a light machine gun. Then we have a bunch of heads. One with a gas mask, one with a cloth over the face. I think they'll be the flamethrower crew. And then we've got some guys who just got camo on the helmets as well. And we've got the flamethrower. And there is the grenade launcher anti-tank gun thing. And this guy has a bit of metal. He's on the front cover. I can't figure out what it is though. I'm going to have to do some research on that. These guys have got mines. And that's an anti-tank grenade there. And some pouches. These are the... Did you say they were Blitzkrieg Germans?
Yes.
So these are the same sprues that you get in the Blitzkrieg set. And these are obviously all the backpacks. You get a bunch of backpacks from the engineering backpacks. So what we're going to build, we're going to build two 10-man squads from this. One squad's going to have 6 guys with machine guns in and a flamethrower crew. Another squad's going to be just rifles, but they're going to have a light machine gun in there as well. We're also going to make a medium machine gun crew. We're going to make a sniper crew, and we're going to use that grenade launcher I showed you earlier to make a anti-tank crew. So I was reading the rules. Basically, this here, the scoped rifle, is literally the sniper rifle. You just need to put it into a crew of 2 guys. The machine gun here, the light machine gun on the sprue there, if you put it on the ground with the little stand, it actually becomes a medium machine gun, the MG34.
Yeah, that's right.
32?
Yeah.
34.
34.
Yeah. That's how it's used in the game. So we're able to make 3 sort of like little support crews from this, and we're able to make 2 squads.
Oh right, cool.
And that'll also mean we've got the Goliath tank, and we should have 3 guys left over for the crew for the Goliath tank, and then I think we're going to have that guy's body and another lying down body left over. But the Goliath won't be in this force unless I want to switch it around, because you can only have one anti-tank weapon. It's technically an anti-tank weapon. So it's this other grenade launch. The grenade launch is a bit cheaper. But we're still going to have enough troops to make that. So if I do take 2 platoons, then in the future I can swap it around. There's plenty of models for that. So with the Panzer I showed you earlier, the only thing left I need for a 1,000-point army is actually the Pioneer wagon.
Pioneer wagon.
Yeah, which is basically what it's called. Yeah, which is basically the engineer's version of one of the half-track transports. So take a fully experienced one of those with the upgrades it's got, and it actually comes to exactly 1,000 points.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty good. So we're going to start making them squad by squad. So the first squad we're going to make will be the one that's got the flamethrower in and all the machine guns. So these aren't actually numbered parts. So basically we're just going to cut off the parts and the bodies that we need, and then I'm going to start sticking them together. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, so the first unit of Grenadiers, split it up, not Grenadiers, no, Pioneers, Engineers in English. We're going to have the NCO, he's going to have one of these metal SMGs. We're giving him one of the metal heads, someone that's got like netting on the top as well. He's a bit more experienced. And we're going to give him an engineer's backpack. We've got the flamethrower guy there. I'm going to actually give him the gas mask. His assistant's going to have the handkerchief over his face with an engineer backpack and a bolt action rifle. We have 2 more bolt actions, both engineering backpacks, just to make sure you know they're engineers and not just normal guys. And then we've got an SMG, another SMG, and 2 more. So there's 5 SMGs, plus the NCOs, that's 6. Flamethrower, 3 guys just with bolt action guns. And I've also put some of these mines and stuff into the group, so it looks like they've got the anti-tank ability as well. So this is going to be the first squad, so I don't really need to sit here and go through each little thing. Just we have a body, we add on some arms, that's the plastic one. We're using normal Games Workshop plastic glue for that, and Loctite standard super glue available here for doing the metal parts. And that's it. So we'll stick this troop together, squad, and then we shall have a look at them. Okay, so here is the first squad. So just so you can see a couple of examples. The plastics are really good. I really like the plastic parts. The metal parts are okay, they're metal, so therefore there's always like casting issues on them and stuff. Still a lot of tidying up is going to need to be done. I said these are just glued together. I need to file down some of the metal parts. There's the flamethrower guy with the gas mask. He's looking particularly cool. The NCO for the groups, the guys two in front of him. I couldn't fit the backpack on when I've got this on. So I might see if there's some plastic bits I can put on him to make him look a bit more officer-like, or non-commissioned officer-like. And then we have the ones like the metal machine gun there and the mine there, just to make them look the part. Okay. So there we go. So that's squad number 1. So I'll get all the parts out for squad number 2. Okay, so here are the next 10 guys for the next squad. So this is a bit more straightforward. Because they've all got rifles, apart from these 2 who are a light machine gun crew. And this guy here who has the pistol missile launcher basically. So the NCO's got the metal bolt action gun and a cool pair of engineer type goggles. So when I put the first ones together, I found that this was really difficult to put these on the other way around, and because I put these on last, and they sort of like get in the way of arms and they get in the way of everything else. With these ones I'm going to put these on first, all the metal backpacks. I'm actually going to put them on before I even stick them to the base. Because I had a lot of fun with them, let's put it that way. So I'm going to put them on first, and then this guy needs to be wedged on, and everything else is just plastic really, apart from a few little metal heads and the stern pistol. So this should be a bit more straightforward than the last squad. So let's put them together and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so here's the second squad done. So we can see the NCO there. He looks pretty cool with his goggles and stuff. Makes me stand out a little bit. Guy with the Sturm pistol, however you say it. Guy with the light machine gun and his loader. And the rest of the gang just have the bolt action rifles there. So that's the second squad from this box set. So if we just move them out of the way, show what we'll be using for the 3 gunners in placement. I've actually just put them on the bases. So we have the anti-tank grenade launcher gun, and we have a sniper unit there, and we have the medium version of the machine gun. Same machine gun, but if it's on the ground with a little A-frame type thing, it basically counts as a medium machine gun. If it's from being fired from a hip, it counts as a light machine gun.
Cool.
In game terms. That's what it says in the rules, so that's pretty cool. So this guy, he will be able to sort of like mingle with the actual engineers if I want to switch some of the options around, whereas these two are going to be pretty much on their own really. They're going to be gun emplacements and stuff, but this, if I wanted to, I could swap a couple of guys out and switch them around for that. I'm going to stick these three together. I think they would look better on a big round base though, I'm not sure. I think they would rather than the two individual bases. I mean, it's easy, because if one of them dies you can just separate them off. So in that respect it's better. I'll have a think. I'll see if I've got any round bases somewhere that might fit in, some larger ones. But again, these, they're just, the bodies are just prone. They've got slightly different legs. There's 2 leg options for the prone bodies. This guy's actually going to be kneeling down, so I might get some sandbags on the base later on or something, just in front of him, or something that he's hiding behind. He's got binoculars. He's got binoculars, but he's lying down. So great. We'll stick these together. Back in a moment. Okay, so we've put together the models for the weapon squads. So that's the anti-tank weapon squad. That's the snipers there, and that is the medium machine gun. I haven't put them on the bases because I don't like the way they fit onto these bases, to be honest. I like the fact, because he's got to be at that angle in order to make it like he's loading the machine gun. He's got to be right next to him. And the bases don't work, because you've got to have him way back there to be on the base. And he's going to be at this weird angle. And he doesn't, even though he doesn't quite reach. So then they're all going to be looking a bit weird on the bases. So what I've done, I've ordered some round bases from Warlord games. Some of the 60mm round bases. I think there might be the slightly bigger ones. I think they'll fit on a 40mm base, but the weapon teams they've got on the website are all on 60mm, so they're these sort of same ones, these lip ones, but the bigger round ones. So I'll fit them onto them when they come. And for now, that is them. So that is all the units from the actual army list that I've got, and we've got some bits left over still. We've still got the Goliath, and we've got 5 spare bases, so I presume we've got 5 spare bodies. One of them probably being this guy. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to, it takes 3 guys and a controller to make a Goliath team. So I'm going to build that, and then I can use it if I want. It counts as an anti-tank thing, so if the anti-tank grenade launcher became part of one of my engineer squads, then I'd have a slot open for an anti-tank option. So I'm going to build that. Plus I can switch them round. I've got some options then. And I might make the other guys just somebody to stand next to the officer if I can afford him in a bigger army, just to take the bullet instead of the officer taking it. So we'll put those together and then we'll have a look at those. So there we go. There is the Goliath crew finished. Just 2 plastic models, and then the one guy with the, we'll put the last backpack on him, which was next to, I don't know if it's for that one or for the mine detector, but I haven't used that. So that guy and those, and these, like all the metal parts in this, they don't fit very well unfortunately, so you've had to really push them into place. There's quite a lot of gaps that are going to need filling, and quite a lot of tidying up work that's going to have to be done afterwards. Whereas the plastic stuff, there's only a little bit that needs to be done. So we had previously we had the squad. I am impressed overall, I would like to say. And so there's still some work that needs to be done, but you get a lot of models for the cost, and they look cool. You do need to work with them a little bit to file them down though. So there's still a lot that needs doing on these ones, considering the amount that you get as well. And then we've got the weapons teams that aren't on the bases yet. That's a bit of a disappointment when you get round bases for these guys. I think some of the later kits you actually do. I'm sure the Desert Rats kit's done by Perry Miniatures. Does that they sell through Warlord Games' website. I think they have 40mm bases for the gun crews. So there we go. So that is that box set. There's loads there. Look really cool. I can't wait to get painting them. So I do need to do some work on them. You can see that from here. But excellent. So now we'll unbox the command. And I'll be back with them in a second. Okay, so we have the German here command, as we showed you at the beginning of the video. We have to that's pretty easy. I expect that to be difficult for me. So let's see what we get in here. We have 4 bases, exactly the same as the ones we've just seen. We have 4 bodies, so we have a medic, so I'll be using him in my 1000 point army. There is the medic. He looks pretty awesome actually. The other 3 basically consist of this guy who could be like a artillery or air force. Is it observer they call them in the game? To call in airstrikes. No head. We have officer with it's like a machine pistol he's got. Cool. No, it is actually a machine gun. There we go. I missed the. I think it is a machine pistol. And he's got a Luger by the looks of it. And then we have 3 heads. And these are all compatible with the previous heads. Because there was one from the. Find it. One from the engineer sprue, particularly cool. It's the guy with a set of headphones on there as well. Much like that guy. I might actually replace that one with the guy with the cap, because it was a bit more like an officer then. Might do that. So that would basically give us 2 officers, a first maybe and a second lieutenant, or maybe a captain or a major, whatever you want him to be. And then a medic and a artillery / airstrike guy. Observer, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'll just stick these onto the bases and stick the heads on, and we can have a look at them finished. Here are the finished command models. So there we have this guy. He's probably my favourite model from the command models. Kind of looks like a major or something to me. And then we have the guy who looks like he belongs to the Gestapo. He does, he's got like little rimmed glasses on as well. We have the medic. And we have the ordnance guy with the other head on. And those are the black dice I showed you at the beginning. That's what they look like out. If you've not seen the bolt action order dice before. And these were the little pinned markers that we've got that I need to paint with the rifles and the helmets. And you could make these yourself actually with the leftover bits off the sprues too. Because plenty of guns, you just need a good weight to put them on. I was a little bit worried that these would easily fall over, but they seem to be alright. I mean, we'll see what happens when they're in action, because they're quite heavy, those bits at the bottom. And they sort of seem to be keeping them down. But there's various different styles in here. I think there's like Russian and German. This is like I think you can get them sort of like side specific as well, so you can have all American ones. But these are just like generic ones, I think. It's a different one there. Just a random collection of them. So there we go. So that's the first bolt action video done. I've assembled the majority of my force. I've had to calculate the points in the middle of it. But anyway, I've done that. The other thing I need now to make 1000 points is a Pioneer wagon. I'm going to keep an eye out for one of those. And the next video we'll do will be Claire's video, which will be her unboxing of the Soviet Infantry Winter Edition and their command. So join us again for that, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe because it helps out loads. And take care for now. Bye.